Hi everybody, Troy from TR Tech Tactical and Survival, and I want to talk to you about survival and preparedness. I get a lot of flack on my fishing video, which by the way has had about 1 million views now, because I have a fishing pole in my fishing video. People say, that's not survival. Well, survival and preparedness go hand in hand, and the important thing is, what do you have in your bug out bag? And this fishing pole right here, which I'm using, is a permanent part of my bug out bag. This goes where I go. And survival and preparedness is about being prepared. It's not about primitive survival. People who think they're going to go out and make a fish hook and use some kind of natural material for fish line are probably going to die slowly. I have a fishing pole, spare hooks, and everything. Melanie, show me the fishing kit under your feet, please. Melanie and I each have a fully loaded fishing kit that goes where we go, everywhere. So I also have a fishing pole in my EDC bag, my everyday carry bag, which is up by the truck, which we're right next to. But if the world were to collapse, or we had to bug out, or there was a fire, or, by the way, there's a hurricane coming, perfect example. If we had to evacuate due to a hurricane or some natural disaster, we're ready. Melanie, how long did it take us to load the truck yesterday? I think 5-10 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
We were out the door. Our friend who spent an hour digging around and looking for stuff to go with him was jealous that it took us maybe 5 or 10 minutes to load our truck when we were ready to go. And we have comfort items. I have my Bear Grylls coffee mug with me. And I believe that survival and preparedness isn't about suffering. It's about not suffering. It's about having your comforts. It's about being prepared for anything and being ready to survive, not die. And there are a lot of people who go out and they think they're going to go out and do, and survive in the woods with a single fish hook and a single piece of fishing line. Well, I lost a lure this morning. If that was the only thing I had, I'd be done. That's it. Finished. Done. Then you got to go out with your knife and jump out of a tree on the back of a deer so you can take the bone and make a fish hook. And I don't really want to do that. I'd rather dig in my little fishing kit that's always with me and take out another hook. That's survival. That's preparedness. I get a lot of flack about the fact that I do prepare. What are you waiting for? Judgment Day, end of the world scenario? No. There was a fire 5 miles down the road from our house twice in 2 years. Once each year now, 5 miles away, and the town next over got evacuated. I was ready to roll. If they said go, I'll grab my backpack, grab my food bag, and go out the door. And that's preparedness, to be prepared for any disaster. If the hurricane was coming in our path and they said there's going to be tornadoes and death and destruction, we'd be ready to go. You don't just wait until the last minute and then go running around like mad and say, oh, what do I got to get? Oh, no, what do I need? And you're ready. And that's survival and preparedness. People who mock us for having a bug out bag that's fully loaded are the ones that are probably going to die within the first weeks or months, because they're only going to have, if any, fish hooks. People that mock me for having fishing gear, they're going to die right away, because first they've got to get something to make a fish hook with and something to make fish line with. And honestly, that's not easy. You try to make your own fishing line, the fish are going to break it. So even in my pocket EDC pouch I took it off for comfort in the boat, but it's right up there, and I have a small pocket fishing kit that stays on my side. Obviously we've got the fishing gear here, so we don't need all that, but I've got fire starting capabilities. I take a cigarette lighter everywhere I go. All right, I'm not going to sit there rubbing sticks together and hoping that I might get enough friction before my blisters get too bad to use my hands anymore. I'm going to flick a lighter and I'm going to start a fire. I've also got a magnifying glass and a magnesium and ferro rod. So that's preparedness. I am not into primitive survival. I know the skills, I practice them, but I don't ever want to have to use them. So don't confuse preparedness and survival with primitive survival and primitive living. Big, big difference. Anyway, I'm going to sit back here in comfort for the rest of the day. And if anything or any kind of disaster happened, Melanie and I would be comfortable. Even now, no matter what, we'll be comfortable. And I really hope that you will too. Talk to you later.